Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all for this today's session. So today we will be learning few topics. The first topic is related to proofreading. One second, I'm just So what is proofreading? Normally, you submit an article to some journals. The editor sends to reviewers. One second. Then the reviewers send the comments to the editors. Editors sends the comments to the authors. Authors will respond to that comments and do the changes, then submit again to the editors. Editors once again submit to the reviewers. Okay. Finally, reviewers say yes, 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 they have done all the corrections. Go for acceptance. After acceptance, proof editor, copy editor, production editor. Normally, this proof and copy editors are mostly the same designation in most of the journals. What they do? Some journals they do manually. They fully format it based on their journal guidelines. They check if you have already formatted based on the format which you have did, whether that as well as the perfect format of that journal is same or not, because they are doing that formatting task for year and year. You are doing format for that journal for the first time, so you may miss some manual issue errors may be there, but as they are doing for multiple number of journals, number of research articles, their formatting will not have any small formatting alignments, everything they used to check first thing. Next, inside the research article, any grammatical typos, you have 30 reference, all the 30 must be cited. Sometimes you have 40 reference and only 35 is cited. Then they will tell you that the remaining 5 article is not cited, you have to cite it or remove the article. Sometimes uh, uh, some researchers they will have figures and tables, figures and tables. Okay. See, figures and tables. Um, the figure details must be written inside the body of the article as well as table also. For example, you have a figure 5, okay, in your research article. That figure 5 may be related to air quality index. It's a AQI, it's a quite like popular topic in Delhi recent days. Now, AQI, there is a graph or some images available. Now, inside the body of the article, in the AQI heading, below the below or inside the content of this AQI, you have to write that the AQI details of so and so is depicted in figure 5 or shown in figure 5. Sometimes you have a table, then you have to mention table 6 tabulated so and so. What they have tabulated? These content should be available inside the body of the article. If you have 10 figures, 10 times inside the body of your research article, you should tell about what is that figure is all about. Similarly, if you are talking about tables, kindly wait 1 second. I'm just doing a small changes in the network. Please wait. Can you know anyone who is like active that like I have to change the host and then you have to change me as a host? Anybody here? Like anyone can help me? Because I'll change you as a host, then you have to change me as a host. Nobody is interested to do the task. Okay, wait, please wait. Because sometimes it will okay. I think yes, sir. I will change to you. Okay. Sorry, there is a small issue in this network. Okay. Okay. So if you have a figure, that figure must be explained inside the body of the article. If you are adding some tables, that table must be explained about that in the research article. So these are all small, small. You have 10 tables, 10 tables should be explained. If you have 10 figures, 10 figures should be explained. You have 30 citation, 30 reference, all the 30 reference must be cited inside the body of the article. These are all small, 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 small checks. This will be checked by the proof editors and or copy editors. They will check all those things and they will format the entire article and they will send to you through email. Some years before, even most of the journals they send this mail and all, then you will check and say there is no correction, everything is perfect, so they will publish, okay, in a mail conversation. But recent days, elsewhere, Springer, Taylor and Francis, some of the top publishers, they change these tasks in online. They've changed these tasks in online. Uh, it is easy only. They will be asking a lot of queries. You have to answer it. Any changes, you can do it. But that is the last chance to do any changes before publication. Other than that, you cannot, if it is published, that's all. You cannot do any changes. This is the final, last stage. Last, final thing. It is that is the only options. Okay. So proofreading is the process of reviewing the final draft through during review before writing article, when you send your articles to your supervisor, lot of process it goes on. Finally, when it is going to publication, before the publication in the journal, this is the final task. Final task. Mostly here they check the consistency, accuracy in grammar, spelling, punctuation, and most importantly the formatting. If you are good at formatting, you will not have much queries. Otherwise, you will have. So they will do a lot of cuttings, editings here and there. They will do a lot of corrections and all. So you can accept it or you can reject it. You can modify it. Everything you can do it. Normally, if the proofreading task done in normal mail through like uh, like a simple word file is shared to you to do the checks and all, then it is fine at least. But reputed journals like this elsewhere, Springer, Taylor and Francis, there's some professional society journals, they do this proofreading task in online in a web-based mode. Okay. I'll show the sample also. Mostly what they check here is the flow in the article. Flow in the article. grammar checks, then any paraphrasing or rephrasing task, you made it properly or not, whether the right content you have made it. Then referencing style, some journals, if you are not properly formatting, they used to format it. They used to format. In case if you are only the reference alone, okay, and anywhere spacing, punctuation, spelling mistakes, any changes, this can be changed. And citation also will be checked properly. And order of figure is very important. Figure order should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First figure should not be figure 6. Last figure should not be figure 2. Hope you understand, right? The figure order is very, very important. Then tables too. Table also it should be in the order. This is from a journal quite long time. I received after the final proof. They shared these article details to me to check. This is how the final one is going to get published. After this, lot of correction suggestions went and all. Finally, it got published. We're going to share about the similar proofreading happen in elsewhere publishers. So this is a conference article by one of my student, PG student. It's a very small, simple work. So depends on the author, you have to give certain task. Depends on the researchers. For example, by seeing this article, I remember him. He's a master student. His father is a construction business. They do a lot of theater constructions in Chennai, around Chennai. Like reputed builder, construction person. Okay. Now he did the masters. During masters in the institute, it's mandatory that they have to do the research and publish. So he said 100% I will not go for PhD because even this itself it is more to me. Because if you have a master's, they go for like structural engineering license and certain things. That is the reason many students do the structural engineering. Now, he said 100% I can do. And in his site, he has certain mold. Based on that, he did a simple research task and he came to our lab and he did all the testing and that's how it's work done. It's a very simple work. Then he attended a conference and presented and finally got done. If maybe another student, similarly one guy, a bachelor student, he is planning for going for masters in Canada. So for him, it's a different way. Okay, that depends. Here, after the article is accepted and all, then you will receive an email stating related to this proofreading part. Click the link. It directly takes you to this page where all details will be there. Some basic information like your like corresponding author name, the reference of the manuscript. It's like manuscript ID and other information. So when you click proceed, it goes to this screen. You can see elsewhere proof central. Elsewhere proof central. And somewhere around, I think view edit log 6, which is somewhere around, I think 8 queries were added by these officials. So for 8 queries, you have to answer it. You can edit it. You can do all those changes here. In this part where normally I will remove the unnecessarily added references. Your reviewer will say, you add my reference, you add this reference. Some reference will not be related to your research work. Okay. For example, this research work simple. He had some coconut shells in a block and he did a study. I think this is the work. Yes. Now, only 8 queries. All the queries, if I answered, obviously it will be done. It will be done. So, most important thing here is you have to answer for all these queries. Any changes, initials, name, affiliation, any changes. For example, Q3 is please confirm that the provided email Daniel C. Carney is correct address for official communication. Otherwise, provide an alternate email address to replace the existing one because private email address should not be used in articles as the address for communications. So they want my institute affiliations to be added as a corresponding author and all, but I put my personal email ID only, because who cares about institute mail ID? Will they use the same institute mail ID for remaining 30 years? No institute will take it. You can go and see, mostly it will be my personal email only everywhere. Similarly, they will ask a lot of queries. It is your responsibility to answer and submit it. So in each section, just have a look, right? Check the figures quality. Finally, in the top right, there is an option to submit. When you click submit, it shows that Page Central is generating the page proof of your article. And finally, your proof is ready. This is how the proof looks. This is how the proof looks. And you will receive an email, that an automatic email where the corrections were received. This is for a conference article. The same process only, slight changes may be there. This is for a journal article. Structures is a journal in journal from elsewhere publishers. I think it's quite recent. Recent? No, not recent. Quite longer. So here also similar. Click proceed, and it takes here. So all the queries try to answer one by one. So here each mode, like edit mode, proof mode, article options, article navigations, queries, footnotes, edit logs, session reports, video tutorials. If you want, you can explore it. Save options, submit option. These are all simple options, but most important thing is check the author details, all informations properly. Any affiliation, designation issues, everything you have to check carefully. But this is because this is the last final chance to do your editing for your real manuscript. After that, you cannot do anything. See, something is like uncited and all. So all the queries must be answered properly, like one by one, the query. Like, for example, question number 3, corresponding author has been not indicated in the journal, like authors group. Kindly provide the corresponding author information. So these are all small mistakes we make. So all things should be sorted out. For online help, obviously video tutorial is also available related to this source. Like you can explore that, you will get more ideas too. Like online proofreading help option is also there, and a short like video tutorial is also there. You can explore it. Finally, you click submit, and it will take a little bit of time to create a proof. Okay. I have a very short video related to this proof. I'm just sharing with sharing with sound so that you can listen.
Proof Central, a quick walkthrough. Welcome to this video tutorial about Proof Central, Elsevier's primary proofing tool. In this video, I will
See, now my slide is visible or not? Slide is visible or not? Anyone? Now yes. Okay. Earlier it is not visible. Very simple.
quickly walk through.
I'm just going through the earlier slides once again. I think the conference one. Okay. Similar, same only. So this, so we will receive an email, and you have to click this email ID. When you click this email ID, it will show like the journal cover page, the ID of that article and everything. Then click proceed, and it load and finally go to the screen. So here you will have a lot of options like edit mode, proof mode, and article mode, article navigations wherever you need to explore. Then you have whatever the queries. For this article from the proof editors, I have received 4 queries. Okay, here you can see 4 queries. But if you see the earlier one, there will be 8 queries. See here in the top right corner, here it is 8 queries. Okay. So it depends on the article. Sometimes it will be more, sometimes it will be less. So after queries, footnotes, any changes, then edit logs, then session reports, video tutorials, save options, right? But this is the final stage. This is the final process. You need to do any changes, you can do it. Other next, it is not possible. Author's name, initial issue, name issue, everything, anything, affiliation, designation, any issues. Okay, then all those small changes. Any cited article is not cited. All the changes has to be checked properly. And article navigation, you can find like step by step, abstract, keywords, introduction. All the information should be available in step by step manner. So these are all the queries, you have to answer it properly. See, the corresponding author has not been indicated in the author group, right? So these are all small queries. As a researchers, we have to be like answer for this. And there are video tutorials and helps, you can explore it. And this is online proof helping tool managed by elsewhere publishers. And you can see some short video about this quick walkthrough now. And finally, when you click submit, a PDF will be generated, and the PDF will show you how it looks in future.
Proof Central, a quick walkthrough. Welcome to this video tutorial about Proof Central, Elsevier's primary proofing tool. In this video, I will quickly walk through Proof Central's features and functionalities and give you, as an author, a glance of how Proof Central works. After you have received an email from Elsevier's staff and clicked on the web link that is in the body of the text, you will be guided to the landing page you see here. This page holds basic information about your article, such as the article title, the name of the corresponding author, the journal title, the article reference identifier used for internal reference within Elsevier, and lastly, the date when your proof became available. Apart from this information, there are some general instructions and best practices that will help you to go through the proofing process smoothly. Click the green Proceed button, and your proof will be opened in a new tab. This way, the landing page will remain available to you and will allow you to navigate between your proof and the landing page so you can refer to the best practices for your proof at any time. After you've clicked Proceed, you will enter the proofing environment. The first time you access the proof screen, a virtual tour guide is displayed that briefly walks you through all the features that Proof Central provides, similarly to what we aim to do with this video. So for now, we will skip the tour. This is your article page. Here, you can find the article you submitted presented by the Proof Central tool, allowing you to make direct edits in the screen. You can add and remove text, and your changes are being marked. Not happy with your change? You can easily undo your edit. Simply click on the edit and then click the undo arrow. In case a copy editor has reviewed your article, you can also see these edits displayed and even undo them if you feel the edit is incorrect. When you click on a figure or graph, it will open the image in a high-resolution view mode, providing you with a full quality view of the image and allowing you to zoom in and out. The same is possible if you want to make an edit to your image, but for this, you need to click the Annotate Image box in order to go into annotation mode and apply an annotation to your image. If the entire image is incorrect, you can also re-upload a different image to replace the current image. Making edits to entries in a table is also very easy. Simply click inside the cell and remove or add data in the table cell. You can also edit the text above or below the table directly. You can even change the table format by clicking on the pencil icon. This will allow you to insert or retract rows or columns, and also gives you the option to merge and split cells and to adjust the text alignment in a table cell. Keep in mind, though, the layout as indicated by Proof Central in this HTML edit view is not how it will appear in the final version. To get an idea of what it will look like, you can click the proof view at the top of the article page, but we will come to that in a minute. It is also possible to edit your equations. When you click on the equation, the math editor will open and Proof Central will allow you to edit the equation using a math editor tool or using LaTeX coding. This includes inline equations as well. If your equation was
These equations, recent days, if you have any issues related to adding equations in math, right? You copy your equations and paste in the ChatGPT or any LLM tools, stating that you need to convert this equation to a LaTeX format, and it will convert and provide you. Just copy and paste it here. Okay.
submitted as an image, you are only able to make annotations to the equation similar to how you annotate regular figures. Proof Central also makes it possible to change the author list, including the affiliations and the associated footnotes. To do so, click on the pencil icon to open the edit screen in the right pane. Here you can add, remove, or edit author names, the author's associated affiliations, and footnotes. Changes made to the author group will always be reviewed by the journal editor to make sure no invalid correction is being made by the corresponding author. As an author, you are also given the possibility to make changes to your reference list, but we will come back to that once we go into the citations, references, and footnotes section. When you need to add a special character to your text, you can do that simply by typing in the correct ASCII or Unicode for the character, or click on the special character box at the top of the article page. Here you will find a preset list of standard special characters to choose from, but you can also pick more uncommon ones from the extended Unicode list. If you want to make a comment about something in your text for the editor or master copier to review, then you can do so by clicking on the line where you want to place your comment. Then click on the comment box at the top of the screen and enter your comment. You can even attach a file to support your comment. When you enter your comment, a small speech balloon will appear on the location where you place the comment. The actual comment will then be mentioned in the edit log, but we'll get to that later. Next to the comments box, you will find the link box. Sometimes you might want to change or remove a URL mentioned in your article, or even add a new one. In order to add a new URL, select the text you want to link, and then click on the link box to open the link menu, where you can enter the URL. You can also edit or remove the URL again by clicking on the linked text, which brings you back to the linked menu. Proof Central also allows you to add an article footnote or edit existing ones. Again, place the cursor in the text where you want to add an article footnote, then click the Footnotes link, and the footnote menu opens up, allowing you to place footnote text. You can also edit or remove this link using the Citations, References, and Footnotes section. We'll come to that in a minute. The pane on the right-hand side can be used for navigating through your article. In the article navigation area, you can navigate through your article on a section or figures and tables basis. Next to corrections in the text, copy editors can also indicate queries they have for you as the author. In most cases, these queries require your confirmation on key parts of the article or on interpretations made by the copy editor. In the Queries section, you can reply to these queries, and the master copier will make sure that your input on these queries will be followed for the final version of the article. Remember, I mentioned you can edit references and footnotes Citations, References, and Footnotes is the section where you can make this happen. Clicking on the reference in the References section of your article that you want to make a change on will bring you to this area automatically and showcase the reference to you. Here you can edit or even delete the reference. But you are also given the possibility to go to the citation of this reference in the article directly.
Normally, if some reviewers are asking me to add many number of research articles, references which is not relevant, what I used to do is I just add, and finally in this proofreading I will be removing those articles. Okay. But after this you cannot do any changes. If reviewer is asking you to add articles, you just add it. Even reference alone you can add it, or inside any theory also you can add it, or you cannot add it. But if you don't want that irrelevant content in your research article, please remove it in the proofreading. If you are if you are thinking adding such content, that a reviewer may get citations, but the main problem is relevant to your research area. Maybe you leave it relevant researchers. Your students in future reading this article, some content will be not related to your research content will be in your references. So if you are reading some professor's research work, you think they are an expert. That professor's work, suddenly some irrelevant content is there. Irrelevant reference article is there in that research article. What you will think? Okay. So better they say to add article, you just add it, go to the next process. After acceptance, when it comes for proofreading, using this option, you try to remove those irrelevant reference and irrelevant content. Okay, that's why this part is very, very, very important. After this, check authors, orders, authors, affiliations, authors thing. Normally, there's an option you can download the PDF at last. So that PDF you try to send to all the authors who are all and get their confirmation and then submit it. Otherwise, somebody will say in my name S is not there, comma is not there, full stop is not there, small errors. After that, you cannot change. Then as a corresponding author, it is very difficult for you to mail them, follow them, and do those changes. When it is once published, that is done. Okay, you cannot do much changes. So send the PDF to all the authors, take 1-2 days time, and then you finally, because you save it and then finally submit it.
Similarly for footnotes, where you simply click on the designated footnote at the bottom of your article to go to the Citations, References, and Footnotes section. Apart from editing or deleting a reference, Proof Central also allows you to insert a new reference. You can add the reference as free text, or let Proof Central generate the reference for you by adding all the reference details. If you want to change the location of your reference citation, you can also do this. To do this, click on the citation of the reference in your article. Here, you will be given the option to delete the reference. If you then want to add a new location where the reference should be cited, simply place the cursor on the location you want to cite, select the checkbox of the citation, and click Cite References. The newly added citation location can be viewed when you expand the citation, so you can easily navigate through your reference citations. Proof Central will not allow you to submit your article without having all of your elements cited. To accommodate this, you can click on Show Uncited. All the uncited references will be indicated, allowing you to cite these references at the correct location in your article. You can do the same thing for citing figures, tables, equations, and footnotes. All the edits made by you or other actors in the proof environment, such as potential copy editors, co-authors, journal editors, or journal managers, are logged in the View Edit Log tab. Every change made is marked with initials of the person who made the edit. Clicking on the edit will also help you navigate to this edit directly. The same also applies for any comments that were made in the article. The Extra Content tab displays the content that will be added to your article as extra online content. In this area, you generally find highlights, graphical abstracts, or other e-only content.
In this highlights option, the most important thing here is there is a rule for highlight. There is a rule for highlight is it must be a single sentence. In a single bulletin or single points, you can't have multiple sentences. That is a major rule in highlights. Okay, so you need to check those things. Highlights, that is a mandatory rule. You can have 4 to 5 points, but it should be in a single sentences. If it is not, you try to modify at least before this.
You can provide your edits in the same way as you provide corrections to the text or images in the article page. The Supplementary tab shows the appendices to your article. You can download a supplementary file for your review. If any corrections are needed, or if the file needs to be replaced, you can place a comment, which also gives the possibility to upload a new file. Once your article has been corrected to your satisfaction, you can preview your corrected article in the Page Central environment by clicking the Proof tab. In this proof view, your article will be rendered in the journal layout, displaying the corrections that you have made. This preview is, however, just an indication and shouldn't be considered an exact match with the final version of your article, as typesetters will still need to do some layout corrections. It is also possible to download this version of your article for your own administration by clicking the PDF button. For a number of journals, the Page Central service is not available. Instead, Proof Central provides the author with the opportunity to download the original PDF and also to switch from the HTML editing mode to a PDF annotation mode by clicking on the View Proof button. On the first page, a link to the PDF annotation mode can be found. In this mode, authors can download the PDF, make annotations to the PDF using PDF annotation software, and then upload this annotated PDF back to Proof Central. Next to the proof view, you can also download a session report, which is a PDF that displays the HTML view of your article, including the corrections that have been made. You can use this report as a reference to see all the corrections that have been made in your article listed in its actual article context. One of the newest features in Proof Central is the collaboration feature. As corresponding author, you can now provide access to your article proof for additional co-authors to also make edits to the proof. Clicking on the Invite Co-author icon will bring you to this submenu, where you can enter the necessary details of one or more co-authors, including the proofing duration period and a personal message. The menu also shows you whether your co-authors have provided their input and how much time they still have left to make corrections. Proof Central doesn't allow multiple editors in the proofing environment. So when a co-author wants to access an environment that is currently in use by you or a different co-author, that co-author that tries to access the proofing environment will see a message in the screen that someone else is in the proofing environment. This co-author can then ask to receive an email once the proofing environment is available for use. You can save your article anytime you like by clicking the Save button. But Proof Central also automatically saves your changes in the background, just to make sure you never lose any progress. Once you are happy with all the changes you have made, you have answered all the queries, and there are no more uncited elements, you can submit your proof by clicking the Submit button. Your corrections will be incorporated in the final version. In a few moments, you should receive a confirmation email from Proof Central confirming the submission of your corrected proof. If you are looking for more in-depth instructions on how to use Proof Central, you can make use of the Help menu in the top of the screen, or check our channel for other instruction videos. If you still have a question, you can always contact our support team through the General Help option at the bottom of the General Instructions webpage. Thank you. for watching this Proof Central walk. Welcome to this video tutorial about table editing in Proof Central.
See,
In this video, we will look at how tables are listed. Cell headings will be the label of the table.
see, table and figures, equations, everything can be edited. Sometimes that is the last chance for your editing options. Don't think it's a table, how come I'll edit and all. Better not to do any changes. If it is a wrong results, wrong percentage, wrong value, let it be. Don't live in such manner. I know many times, sometimes you think, okay, better the article is getting published is enough. We will add in our profile. That may be in urgency, that is fine. But still, once it is published, you cannot do any changes. Even small results, full stop, hyphen, units, some small changes in the table. You want to align it, it is want to become in the center. Any changes, units if you want to add it, some small information if you like to add also. Like here, if you see in the screen, sample number, sample ID. Rather than sample ID, you think sample number is better. Better you add it at this stage. Okay. Don't even like wait more than this. Don't wait more than this.
Should be changed too. Proof Central, however, does allow you to change the formatting of the table. Click on the cells you selected. You can click the Clear Selection icon in the menu at the top. In the same menu, you can also find the option to merge cells that are
So I'm not
selected cell.
I'm not playing the entire content. These tutorials are available in most of the online proofreading source. Okay, anything maybe, but if it is in elsewhere, it is available. Even I think Springer and other also available. The proof using normal mail communications may not be available, but other tools are available.
Or add a format editor view. This can only be done in the article edit view. Once you've made changes to the table format, both the original and the updated version will be displayed. The original version is collapsed and marked by a red box.
See, the original table is collapsed by red mark, but now they have updated all those informations, right? So sometimes without seeing that, just only publication is enough. You say save and you just click OK. Sometime it will get published. But finally, after some days, this article will be added in some thesis or some other purpose you may be submitting. And if they explore this kind of a huge error, it will be not looks good. So please see, for writing everything you spend a lot of time, and finally that content is not available in the article properly. That is also an error, right?
You can expand the original table by clicking on the Expand button if you want to refer to the original table format settings. Afterwards, it is also possible to collapse the original table again. The updated version is marked by a green box to correct your table properly. A freshly edited table fit to try again central survey in Proof View. Format and text formatting in the edit view does not always match the final version of your article. You can review the formatting in Proof View. Let's have a look at the Proof View and how our freshly edited table fits in the journal format. Click on the Proof View to allow Proof Central to load the article in the Page Central service. This service allows you to see your edited article in the actual journal format style, including your edited tables. If you are not happy with how your tables are being rendered in this view, you can go back to the edit view to try again to change it in the table editor. Or in case it involves the formatting of your table within the article setup, place a comment near your table to indicate how you would like to see it mentioned. Please note that the Page Central Proof View is merely a representation of what your article will look like in the journal format style and is not the final product. After you submit your changes, some corrections to the article layout can still occur. Thank you for watching our demonstration video. In case you still have any questions,
How tables you had editing, similarly equation editing.
the number of times this formula made in alongside regular.
See, better use latex or math. There's another tool called math type. This tool is similar to math type. That is also fine. You can copy there and paste it here, or put the equation in the AI tool and ask the AI tool to convert to the latex format, and you just copy and paste it. Any changes?
Afterwards, you the equation.
because
Edit
all
an
the
equation.
options will be there: superscript, subscript, Roman numeral, whatever, maybe any matrix, any rows, any columns, every details will be available in these options.
Through the method. Allow Proof Central to load the article in Page Central service. This service allows you to see your edited article in the actual journal format style, including your edited.
So this style alone, this PDF version, you have to send to all the authors and get the confirmations before submitting. The final submission is get confirmation from all the authors. Okay. So whatever I have shown is for elsewhere publishers. Now whatever I'm showing is from Springer. Similar only, conceptualize moreover similar. Just click the link here. Here the link is there. It is proof central, something like that. Here it is eproofing.springer.com. Okay. Just click the link and click start proofing. It'll like welcome to Springer Nature's e-proofing and all. So finally click start proofing. 4-step process: check author's information, proofread the entire text, answer any queries, save and submit. That's all. Click progress. And here I need to change some affiliation informations. So that changes, and many changes in this article. So I did all those changes. And finally click finalize proof. And the changes were perfectly reflected in the publication stage. Okay, so the same similar options you can see in the top print options. Most of the options will be available. Anything to add and delete and any other options. Okay, Springer. Most of the journals nowadays they have a good proofreading source, but like don't waste it. Those options, try to use it effectively in the final stage. Okay. So we will move on to the next topic for today's session. Like you can go to some proofreading when you are doing it. There will be videos related to mostly table equations. Then the normal one, you can watch it maybe in that tool if they have any tutorials. One topic I have missed. Normally it will be covered in the very initial days. Somehow I have missed uh, this time. So that topic and another one, coursework. Before going to the topic, just tell me how you prefer reading the research article. How you read the article. If you don't read, you read only summary. That is also you can say. Nowadays, even in Gmail, everywhere the summary option, some plugins are available. Uh, some Chrome extensions are available to show you only the some basic informations. Many like people think that you are more advanced and you're trying to reduce the thing, but obviously that is very limited knowledge only many researchers are getting. It's a truth. So how you read? There are many senior researchers here and some research students, you are already completed your literature review. Initial stages you have completed. So how you read the research article? If you read, what method, what tools, how you prefer, like online, offline, like daily how many articles you have read, uh, like the way, like you started with abstract or you started with what? Okay, started with abstract, research methodology, discussions. Okay, good. First keywords, abstract, conclusion. Others, how you read? Abstract figures, good, good. Because many authors prefer abstract, conclusion, figure, tables. Right? Normally, I choose first abstract, then conclusion. After that, I explore the figures and tables. Then only I start reading. Earlier days, initial days of my PhD program, I will read the introduction part well. But later stages in PhD program, I have stopped reading the introduction, only focused on the body of the article, wherever headings, related work is there, we read it. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you. See, the reading part is very important because this is the one of the best thing. If you read more number of articles, obviously some content in the initial days you will not understand anything, but you learn, get the meaning, and you will understand. And as you learn in the same topic, you get more knowledge on the same area. Then, in case in future when you are a reviewer or you do any other academic research based task, one second. Do some academic research based task, it will be easier because already you have practiced reading multiple research articles. If you're not reading any article and suddenly after your PhD program, okay, you are a faculty and you are receiving a full 200, 300 pages of thesis from your students, you will read or not? Okay, you are receiving a review invitations, you will read or not? You will be a curriculum or other coordinators, you get a full syllabus of 200, 300 pages, you will read each content or not? So these are all, reading isn't like it's good for every researchers. You must grow that skill, reading skills. Okay, there are some AI tools. The reading content will be played in a audio mode, whichever is comfortable. Try to learn from each and every research article. First, why you need to read the research article is the communication of science happens through only research papers. Communication of science published or shared only through research papers. And if you like to stay update with the latest knowledge, latest research work in your area, you have to explore the research, the published research article. And to understand what have done till now, till today, till this second, what have done and what will be done in future. Because if you go through the article, they will say about the future work. So you can make a guess that what they are going to be doing in future and what not done till now, what not done and what you can do, because your PhD time is not 30 years, your PhD time is 3 years or 2 years or 5 years or certain number of years only. During that time period, what you can do, when you read article you will understand all these things. Some research like researchers, if you explore, they will have only one article, two articles in their profile, very less numbers. Okay, uh, for that work they may did extensive research work. Now learn the methodology in each and every article. Every article when you explore, you need to check the methodology which the researchers used. That's very important. Then this reading of research article will help you to think, the critical thinking. I will tell you, uh, during my IIT postdoc days, as well as thrice I have selected as summer faculty fellow in IIT Delhi. So during my stays over there, like whenever I get a chance to uh, like discuss with like master students or other PhD students, uh, like I will like do a lot of like kind of discussion with them. The textbook which I am learning in my institute, that same textbook only that students also learning. But one thing is getting different is when there's a problem in research, the way they think is totally different. The thinking, the critical thinking is the major part. But nowadays we don't want to think. We get all details from the AI tools, right? The thinking is only different. The problem is the way they think, that's but the same textbook, authors are same. Everything is fine. So improve this reading part will improve your critical thinking and analytical skills. Okay. And when you read, you can write. For example, when I reach Delhi, it's a new city, new language. But slowly, when I know certain words and all, I just keep talking. Uh, my roommate used to say that you go and buy 10x. Then I'll ask him, hey, how I have to ask them? He'll say, okay, you ask buy a 10 under, then so I just go and ask. So now I just listen to him. I just practiced. I just go and talk, and I don't think I'm an expert in speaking languages, but very basic with a limited time. Now, when I hear and talk, so I'm able to remember those things, right? So now, if I need to write about that, also I can write. But if I don't know about that, right, I cannot write in another language or another way. It will be difficult. So unless and until you don't know the content, you cannot write better. So when you read the existing article, you know how to write similarly for your research work. The structure of research article, hopefully most of you have known that the title, author name, designation, institute, abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, all these are basic things only you can explore. At least a single article you will come to know. First step, mostly I normally check the author's details. Why Indian authors I preferably check is because these Indian authors uh, related to my research work, I will get a chance easily to explore their research work. I can visit their labs. Similarly, you may be in any country, any researchers. Your national researchers in related to your research work, try to find them first. Uh, if you see, I attended a conference recently in Tiruchi. I met many experts, many researchers, whoever I saw them in my reference, these authors are available. I'm able to see them and I have discussed. Similarly, there are many number of international authors, for example, Professor S.B. Choi from Korea. I have not met him. So international authors, to meet them, the chance is little bit less. But Indian authors, you may not get benefited. At least your students, for example, I collaborated and worked with my professor in IT Delhi. Later, one of my master students stayed there for some days and he worked. And once we got a short grants from INUP, it's a MAITI fund. So I and one of my student went there and explored. So these options can be explored when is an Indian authors. A lot of funds will be there. You can participate. You can travel. It will be better easily. Okay, so check the author nationals related to your research work. Who are all the experts in your country? Other country also experts will be there. You can explore them. First, initially give preference for your nationals. Then publication date. Don't take the very old article 1995. Right? Publication, read the recent one. And peer reviewed or not, whether it's a reputed peer reviewed article or not. That's very important. Then title page. So not title page, title. Then publishers details and how many months they have received, then accepted or rejected, whatever it may be. Rejected, you will not there. Accepted details. Check the keywords, check headings, all the headings, figures, tables. Underline the unknown words whenever you are reading first time any research article. Even if you take one single article printed versions, whatever you are not able to understand, highlight it. When you highlight it, it will be easier. Okay. Then read abstract, because you know how the abstract will be. You will have a summary or background, objective, methodology, results, conclusion. It's a universal format. Universal format. So check whether in each article the abstract content is perfectly aligned with the title of the research work. Then try to read the last paragraph of the introduction part. In the last paragraph of the introduction part, they will discuss in detail about the methodology as well as slightly about the objective. So that you try to read it. You'll get a good idea what the plan of this research article. Then try to read conclusion to know these uh, uh, the details. What is the values and other things. So the same values were available in tables or figures. Just check it out. Understand and take notes. And when you are taking notes, most important thing is you have given time to take notes. So take notes properly, clearly. That will you will never forget those notes content. Okay, don't do it in hurry burry with multiple problems or other things. Peacefully try to take good notes when you are reading your research article, and go through the methodology which they adopted. Each and every article they follow different methodology, statistics, everything they will follow different way, different software, different analysis, everything will be different. Okay, then check. Step 6 will be check whether they done analytical, experimental, numericals, any what type of research work they have uh, done, and so that you'll come to know, okay, they have done this area of research work, this is what the research work is. The materials and methods, very important in some journals, you will find it. Then lab facilities, when you explore some research article, find what are the facilities they are good at. If you collaborate and work, whether it is both or not, try to explore all these details. One of my friend from University of Melbourne recently visited IIT Hyderabad for some testing. And he said in Australia, certain test is quite expensive. So for that test, we are collaborating with an Indian part, and they are doing our test. So that depends. Okay. Then choose the base paper. When you are reading articles, the most important thing is you need to choose the base paper. What is the base paper? It's a closely related research article related to your research topic or your research area. Okay. And choose the if you as a young researcher, you can go to the website called Shodhganga, and you can find closely related PhD thesis also for your research work. Okay, so that you will come to know how these chapters were separated, and based on each chapters how they wrote a research article. All these details you can explore. So these are all the options, like how to read your research articles. One second. See, the coursework is not for bachelor's or master students. Normally, this coursework will be for PhD students. Before doing their research work, 4 to 5 courses, mostly 4 courses you have to select in your institute. One will be related to research course, like research methodology related courses. Other three will be core courses related to your research topic. Okay. Coursework must for all the PhD students as per the guidelines. Learn subject related to your topic. Related to my PhD work, there is a NPTEL course, but based on the course content, in my institute we don't have the syllabus. So my supervisor extracted the content from that NPTEL course content, then prepared a syllabus. Then that syllabus got approved in academic council meeting, board of studies meeting, and finally that is the course I have studied, which means 20 years later, your research students will do some advanced topic. Based on the advanced topic, a coursework should be created and they must learn that. Don't think any master's course, bachelor's course in your institute very old, the same course which they already studied. Don't ask them to take such courses, it will be a problem. When it will be a problem is, I've seen some students, the same course which they did in the master's or bachelor's, they choose again and they study and they get it. When you go for certain abroad positions, faculty position or certain positions, when they explore your mark sheets or courses, the same courses will be repeatedly available. So better not to get into this trap. So learn research methods, get advanced knowledge when you are going through 3 4 courses, and this will be accepted by the doctoral committee members. The duration to complete based on the institute. Some institute 1 year, some institute 2 years. So institute will conduct a lot of research methodology based seminar when these courseworks are going on. And don't select your earlier subject which you studied in your UG or PG. And during coursework, try to do a good literature review, read, write, and get a good notes for literature review. And connect with seniors while starting your PhD program. And this coursework is compulsory and elective is not there normally. Coursework which increase your CGPA. Sometimes in bachelor's, master's, some researchers, the CGPA will be like 7, 8, but in coursework they take many. But I have seen some researchers in coursework, in research methodology course, they have failed and have arrear. I have seen such scholars also. Okay. But this increase CGPAs, like in this coursework, there is another course called Comprehensive Viva and Literature Review. Uh, that also very important, the grades related for this. And some institute recently what they are doing is uh, they are giving option to add courses from the Swayam, the MOOC platform. Okay, that option is also there. If proper conversions, credit transfer, all those things are proper, you can use it. So guess India, here it is clearly mentioned the minimum credits. So this is very important. For PhD coursework, the credit work should be minimum 8, maximum 16. And another important thing here is obviously the research advisory committee members, they explore about your coursework, all credits and all. That is a very basic information. And next information here is, if you already hold a PhD degree earlier, you do not do the coursework once again. You do not do the coursework once again. That is also one major informations here. Okay. So this is the simple content mostly for PhD students. Uh, Try to take a good coursework to enhance knowledge related to the topic which you have done. Coursework normally they don't take in academic writing. Like literature, research methodology, they will have a coursework. Mostly in India. Uh, I don't know about this Malaysia for research, whether the coursework is, how many courses in Malaysia they do? Like, uh, okay, methodology and academic writing. That is good. Here, most of the institute they learn only uh, research methodology. They don't teach much about this academic writing. And many institute in bachelor's level, this academic writing as a course is available in many institutes. Uh, and some institute related to research ethics and all were shared recent days. So why can automated proofreading reduce semantic accuracy in research writing? Automatic, see, automatic proofreading is how come you say that it is reduced the accuracy in research writing? See, this automatic part is done by this kind of web-based source. In manual way, obviously it is very difficult to do this proofreading task. Manual manner. I have published quite longer. I have published an article in this manual process. They send through mail, highlight it, send to them. Then they say final. Many number of finals will be there. Okay. But in this automated kind of process, you will not have much problems. And references and all, you have an option to check whether all the articles have volume number, issue number, page number. Some authors, if issue number is not there, randomly they put one. Don't do all those stuffs. Don't give some your inputs for references or other options. That's very important. Many researchers are doing similar activities. Don't do that. Okay. While doing citations, should we use their exact words in articles or rephrase or just precise content is enough? Not the exact word. Obviously, it should be a phrased content only. It should be a phrased content. My topic is not well known. It's okay, one second. The definitions. See, in which place in your article you are going to add the definitions? One second. Book query is like, okay. Fast SEA journals in. See, thank you for reminding. Today I talked to one researcher. I think there's a journal related to consumer behavior. That journal, some third party guy says that 21,000, and a researcher said, okay, if it is published, I will give 21,000. 3 days before submitted, today received an acceptance. So the researcher sent me the screenshot and say, I have published, accepted, I have received one article accepted. I had a doubt because recently only article is not getting published, lot of problems. Suddenly how come? So I just give a call and asked, what is the journal name? And I said some few options. I said the researcher that you go to the website and check how many number of article is published this year and check the current year in Scopus how many articles added. So 1 month 180, another month 300. Similarly, the article has somewhere around I think 1000 plus research article. But in Scopus only 16 or 17 article is added. How many article is added in Scopus? Only 16. But if you see in the website, how many is added? 1000 plus. So it's not a right journal. And then the journal website they mentioned $500 is the APC, and somewhere here 20,000. So lot of contradictory content. And initially the person said it is this journal is from UK or something else, but the office is in Bangalore. So lot of things are there. And I said this researcher that just send a mail them, withdraw your manuscript, don't go for publications. If they publish, that's all done. You cannot do any changes. They will not reply, they will not contact, your research work will be wasted. So thing is, when I asked the researcher, and after all these things are solved, and the researcher asked me, is there is any art journal that you know within a month they can publish so that in May I can complete my thesis submissions. Like similarly, there are so many researchers. But the word you mentioned, the fast, Professor Sairam, when you go for fast, is if you go to ACI, obviously they take time, 6 months to 1 year. The rare case depends on the reviewers, they go a little bit fast. Better, I follow one method like now currently 4 5 articles I'm working. These articles are not for 2025, that is for 2026. Similarly, when you are going for 2027, do all those works in 2026. If that plan, if you work, if you have 4 5 articles, one article is taking 1 year also, 2 years also, you can wait. That is worth. You have one article in your profile. It's very quality one. Okay. So if you go for fast only, like many researchers get into a lot of problems, they're finding very difficulties. My topic is not well known. I mean, there are no many articles in it. It's okay. Many articles in it. It's okay to go ahead or need to change the area of my topic to one as many. See, if it is some research work is very unique, that is good. But check whether that's a very recent topic, relevant topic, it's a much needed topic or not. Okay. It should be helpful to the society. Think that very important. Why? Because some research topics, if you take very unique, very like perfect, nobody has done or something else, you will not find perfect reviewers. Think you do a excellent innovative stuff which is never nobody has think and thought and you are sharing it. Some reviewers, okay, LR means literature review. Some researchers think, some researchers think that it is a new area. So if I accept as a reviewer, I can learn and gain some knowledge in this area. Some reviewers think. But many reviewers think, what many reviewers think normally is, if it is not relevant to their research work, they will not accept. If they not accept to review, the journal will not get much reviewers for your research article. If reviewers are not accepting number of days to add reviewers, the reviewers to add their reviewer comments, everything will take lot of time. Okay, that is one drawback. But when you have a new innovative task which is like helpful to many researchers or to the society, better have that. But better have that topic. See, if you find at least 4 5 articles related to your topic also, every research article will have 20 to 30 references. So 4 articles, if you have itself, you will have nearly 120 references. When you scrap these 120, you will get minimum 30 40. So think in that perspective and try to extract from the reference and then again the reference. Then you will get it. You will have other multiple sessions like AI tools for research and other tasks. So there you will find some tools. You can get good number of literature review and other findings.